So we are back with a third episode of our Nuzlocke run, and things are still going okay for the most part. I did decide to try and shoot things a little bit differently, or I guess record things differently. So the video is off to the side now, and I'll actually use the other side of the screen to try and make it more like dynamic looking, I guess. So hopefully that works out. But for now, I think we have one more Pokemon to catch on this route, which I guess is going to be an Ekans. And then we'll take that and we are going to head to Lieutenant Surge, who I believe is our next gym leader. And he should be really easy because he's electric type, and I don't think that'll be a problem assuming my Bulbasaur is leveled enough but not too much. And I think we'll be good. So I think Ekans is the laziest Pokemon name. It's just Snake backwards. And Arbok is just Cobra backwards, but it's fine. We're going to name him Egg Boy because he eats eggs and he's a boy, maybe? So I feel like, whatever, that's his name. And so I threw the layup here. I kind of hastily made it. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, so that's my team right now. For a refresher, we got Bubba, the Ivysaur, and we have Beeps, who is a Spearow, Ricky the Rat, and we got Egg Boy, the Snake. And so that's a decent team, I guess. It's not super well rounded, but I don't know. We got Grass, we got Flying, so we got Cut and Fly covered. I don't know, Ricky can learn something. I don't know, he'll be useful one day. Right now he's kind of, I wouldn't say he's been our most useful friend, but maybe he will be soon. And this fight is rough. I forgot the rival is right here. And so I accidentally used my Bulbasaur, or my Ivysaur, and I guess if I get him to level 24, I can't use him anymore. So now I need to I probably have to grind out some levels with everybody else, because everybody else is pretty worthless. I have the level 23 Bubba, and he's carrying me. So I might have to spend a bit of time getting Ricky up to snuff and Beeps and Egg Boy. Which shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. And we'll just go from there, assuming we survive this battle. This is, he has pretty easy Pokemon. Abra, I think just knows teleport, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think. I don't know if the trainers' Abras are like that, but I know when you encounter them in the wild, they only know teleport, so that's why I got Egg Boy in the mix. I probably should have just left him in there, because he could just wrap him to death. But yeah, he just has teleport, so I should have left him in. That's okay. The only thing that might be a problem is if he might have a Charmeleon by now. And so if he has Charmeleon, I don't know, my Bulbasaur could theoretically just take a one-shot and be done. And that would be not great. So I hope that isn't the case. And yeah, he has Rattata, which is, I don't think Rattata can do too much until maybe later on. Somebody mentioned he gets Super Fang. And at that point, he becomes really, really good. So I'm looking forward to having Ricky for a while. And yeah, it looks like his Charmander is still pretty worthless. So I think we're good. And then we have to go up the Nugget Bridge, which I want to say ends with an additional battle from the dude who's supposed to give you a nugget. Or whatever the prize. I think it's a nugget. I think that's why it's called Nugget Bridge. And, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that, because you have to do this in order to get the little person to move from outside the house where Team Rocket robbed him. And that way you can get past him and go into, where do you go next? Because I know you go to, we have to do SS Anne, I think. And we have to do... Damn, we might have a lot of stuff to do in this little episode, so I guess we'll find out. Because I really do want to keep to one gym per episode, regardless of like how much stuff is in between. Just so that like at most it's 8 episodes long. Like some of the gyms, I think Koga and Sabrina, you can do back to back. So that'll probably be like 1 episode. And then the Elite Four, this is all assuming I actually get this far. For all I know, I might be done after this episode or next episode, who knows. And I have made the decision that I am not going to restart if I fail. And I'll just move on to the next game, which is gold and silver, which I'll probably do gold, I think, because gold you can get a Teddy Ursa, and he's one of my favorites from the 2nd generation. And I don't even know if I'll do a Nuzlocke for that run. I might just like cut it into one big video, because I sort of underestimated how long this series might take. If I go through every Pokemon game, I will very quickly run out of time, so who knows, things might change. But yeah, I need to stop using this Bulbasaur, this isn't good. I don't know, I might be really flexible with the rules too, who knows. I guess this is my run, I can do what I want, but I guess I assume anybody who's watching this like 3rd episode already knows that I'm doing a Nuzlocke run and what the rules are, but if not, it's just a regular Nuzlocke run. So look up my last video, the very beginning has all the rules laid out. And it's a lot harder than I thought. That's all I can really say. I've been having a pretty tough time. And so I'm 1 hour and 23 minutes into the game now, which isn't bad. But I am going to start grinding out those levels real quick. Just try and get a few more usable Pokemon. And it'll be I think it's going to be a relatively, maybe not a quick process, but it should be pretty painless, I think. Because all I gotta do is fight these dudes over and over again. And as long as Ricky can hold his own, we might be okay. And this is like the only place I can think to grind right now. So, I don't know, we'll see. Like, judging by how much damage I do, that's not great. So probably like 3 attacks per Pokemon. Per, like 50 experience? Or less. Maybe it's less. 82, that's not bad. So maybe it won't be too bad. I think the Pokemon over here range and level pretty widely, so like he'll probably give me a pretty decent amount of experience. And like 3 attacks isn't too bad. So like every 10 Pokemon I'll have to go back to the Pokemon Center to get my move PP back. Oh, but he can barely take a hit. So maybe this, oh man. Yeah, maybe this is going to take a pretty fair chunk of time. So if that's the case, maybe I will just get rid of all this. That way nobody has to watch it all. So that's what I'm going to do. And I guess just know that I am going to grind. And we can check the time after I'm done, I suppose. But this is what I'll be doing until my Ricky is tough enough to fight on his own. And hopefully it all goes well. So let's just see what we get. So yeah, it took 1 hour and 40 minutes to get Ricky up to, I think he's level 18, which is definitely brutal. And 19, okay, that's not bad. Well, not as bad, but not great. So that's like almost 2 hours of grinding just to get my little rat to be good enough to potentially fight some trainers. So that's not the best omen for my future. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's why like you don't see a lot of Nuzlocke runs of the original blue and red. Because there's no XP share until like way late. I like how Nidoran looks. It looks like a little bunny. Like it always does, but in this series especially, it's extremely rapidy, which is kind of nice. I leveled up Egg Boy a little bit too, and Beeps. Not too much, but a little bit, so they're at least a little more useful. But I don't plan on really like... I'll focus on them later on when they're more valuable. Like Beeps won't be very valuable because I'm fighting an electric gym next. And so I don't really want to use a flying type Pokemon that seems like I'm asking for trouble. But yeah, Hyper Fang also is like a monster. It misses a lot, I've noticed. But like it seems pretty good. Like I just one-shot every one of these dudes. And I know I'm a little higher level than them, but I think I also get Eradicate. I think level 20 might be when I get Big Ricky. Which I guess I could change his name to Big Ricky. That might be more work than it's worth. So I'll just leave Ricky alone. But he gets to be a big rat, so I'm curious to know how he's gonna look. Oh, he's okay. He looks like a big rat. It's kind of weird that he has big teeth on the top and the bottom. I feel like those are usually on top. And so yeah, I cut all that out. It was more of the same stuff. And now I just have Big Ricky. And this is like kind of a weird thing. I wonder what Pokemon he was supposed to be, because they never say. And that kind of looks like a Rhydon or something, maybe. But we gotta help old Bill out. And then head back down so we can make our way east. And I think we just go through like a ton of trainers. I don't know if there's a cave. I hope there's not a cave. Because that would be... Maybe Diglett's cave is over there? I don't remember where that one is. I know we get cut from the SS Anne, because you need cut to get into the gym. But I am struggling a bit to remember a lot of this stuff. So yeah. Oh yeah, so I cut it out, but we also got a little Weedle. So his name's Neil, and he's just going to be our buddy for a little while. He's not very useful. I thought Neil was a nice name. I don't know why. It kind of sounds like Weedle, and it's funny to me. No offense, I guess, if your name is Neil, but Neil the Weedle. Yeah, so I'm just kind of working my way east. It's pretty easy so far, aside from the big time waste of grinding. And I don't know, like, I know somebody, I think it was Alex again, mentioned that some people use rare candies, but is that something you just cheat in, or like how do you do that? Because I don't know how to get them into the game, unless it's like a Game Shark kind of thing, or like an emulator, like ROM hack sort of deal. But either way, Drowsy looks great, I think. I don't like Drowsy at all, especially for this particular battle, but he looks really good. Like, he looks just like he should. He's like this, I don't know, like, especially him and Hypno are like top 3 creepy, weird Pokemon. And then Mr. Mime is obviously the third, because Mr. Mime is, I don't even know what's up with that dude. Oh, Bubba. I don't know why I leech seeded. That was probably not a good use. And so I'm already level 24 now with Bubba. So I guess after this, I can't use him anymore until I get to the gym, because I'll risk over leveling. And so, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I don't have anybody I can really switch in because my rat is sleeping. Oh, but at least oh yeah, I missed. I just really don't want to lose Bulbasaur. I think that would be a really bad move. I can afford to lose Egg Boy. As much as I mean, I just got him, which is kind of a bummer, but okay. So I lost Egg Boy. Which, that's fine. I didn't put a lot into him. I didn't really want a snake anyway. So, but I don't know. It's kind of a bummer, because I would really like to be adding members to my team and not subtracting them right now. But yeah, this Drowsy is like absolutely taking me for a ride. It's craziness. I just I feel like Psychic is really like, you know, super powerful and like completely uncontested. Like there's nothing I can do to this guy that can really mess him up quick. Especially when he keeps doing this to me. And I can't afford to lose Ricky. I just put an hour and 40 minutes into Ricky. Well, maybe I have to sacrifice old Beeps. It's just wild. So yeah, that was probably the worst battle so far. It cost me a snake. And luckily my Bulbasaur didn't evolve or level up. So that was even, oh, that wasn't even, dang, that was the first person. I haven't even headed east yet. So I don't know, anyway. This is like, so I've headed south now. You go east and then you go south. And it looks like we're getting a Pidgey again. I think we already got a Pidgey, but I guess now we're going to have two Pidgeys. Which is fine. I like Pidgey. So I'll take it. You know, it's like just a, I don't know, this, it looks like a chicken in this, but it's a good looking Pokemon. I do like the more modern looking Pidgey in this case. It's not like a chubby little bird, it's like a more sleek little pigeon, but oh no, this is our first Pidgey. So I don't know what we'll name that. Maybe, oh, Sandy. We'll go Sandy because she does a lot of sand attacks. So that makes sense. So we have like 5 out of 6, that's not bad. And then we can maybe add somebody else, but it's another Pidgey, so I don't want another Pidgey. Like that doesn't do me any good, so I'm just gonna destroy it. And I know sometimes, like, I think people use like a duplicate clause, but that just seems like a skirting of the rules. Like, I don't know, that doesn't seem in the spirit of a Nuzlocke run, so I'm just gonna go with it. It would have been nice to have a new Pokemon, but we'll just keep rolling. I think as long as I don't lose anybody else, aside from that one snake, we'll be in pretty good shape. Like, just like Ricky alone is pretty powerful and can take care of almost everybody, so him plus Bulbasaur, I think we're good. I just, I do want a Beedrill. I think a Beedrill would be really cool to have. From Neil, a big, like a poison, I don't know if he's poison bug or poison flying, but I think he looks cool. And he has a Twin Needle, I want to say is kind of good in this game. Maybe not. We'll see, I don't know. I'm still not looking forward to the boat. I think I have to fight my rival again. And what's kind of a bummer is, like, with the level that all my Pokemon are, it's easier if I just skip every trainer on the boat. Because otherwise I'll risk over-leveling my 2 main Pokemon. And so, like, I'm not going to fight any single trainer on the SSN. I don't think it's worth it. Unless I grind up other Pokemon to kind of carry the weight a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of roll with Bubba and Ricky. And they'll be my, like, shining stars, I guess, through this next gym. Raticate, he never looked like a fat, like, I think he's like 4 feet tall or something crazy. And 2, he never seemed fast. Like, the idea of Eradicate using Quick Attack seems weird to me. Because he's like kind of a big, chunky little rat, you know? So I don't know. I don't feel like he would be as quick to attack as, I don't know. It's just a move, I guess. I guess I should delete Egg Boy. Oh, I can't talk. I should probably delete Egg Boy off of, like, the little thing on the side, but I guess I'll just leave his name crossed out so I remember who we lost on the journey. And then I am going to get some potions and stuff, because I'm kind of sick of running back to the Pokemon Center every, like, 5 or so battles. So it's probably nice to have a little bit of healing items. What I really need is, like, ethers or elixir, I think, to restore my moves. Because that tends to be, like, the reason I go back to the Poké Center the most. And I don't know if that ever changes. And so and I think I get the bike voucher from this dude, because he wants to talk about Rapidash. And so he goes on and on like forever, and then apologizes to you and gives you the voucher. And so I don't know. I think we go back around up to Cerulean in order to keep going on our journey, but I don't remember. Like, I think this is where my memory kind of starts to fade, because I don't know where we go after Vermilion, or even what the next city is. Or no, wait, is it Viridian next? It might be Viridian. Or are we in Vermilion? Man, I don't remember any of that. I'll get there. I know Saffron City, like he just said, which I think that's where the whole Wild Cubone arc is. And I think that's Diglett's cave right there that I just walked past. And I did decide I wanted to do a little bit of try to like get a couple extra Pokemon basically. And I think I ran into the same problem over here, which was like another Spearow, and I don't need another Spearow, so we are stuck with nothing else. We just have our same old team. And so I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot, since I won't be using that like duplicate clause thing. And so our team might be like pretty much this the whole time. Unless we end up in like Dark Cave, I think we can get like a Geodude or something. I think. I don't actually know. I know Dark Cave is the worst. And I almost lost Sandy. But yeah, Dark Cave is one of my least favorites. Just because you have to use Flash. And you can do it technically without using Flash. But it's really hard to navigate. But yeah, so I did do a little bit of grinding, which again took, I want to say it was a little less time this time around, maybe an hour, just to get Sandy more usable. I think she's only up to level 18, and I haven't done anything else. And Beeps is poisoned right now, which is not great, but it should be okay. I don't remember if in Gen 1 they can die or not. So I guess, yeah, so I don't have Beeps anymore. Luckily, I guess I have Pidgey or Sandy because I need a flying type. And I lost Beeps. So not a great run so far. We're down 2 Pokemon. Luckily, again, I haven't put too much energy into Beeps. Or too much like leveling, you know? So it's not a huge loss. It kind of sucks, but at least it wasn't Ricky or Bubba. That would have been a run ender. I think we're still in shape to like keep gently plugging along. But now, man, I like Spearow. So yeah, it looks like we just we did grinding. We grinded for like an hour, which is kind of a lot, especially because all it did is result in us getting our Spearow killed. I don't even know how it got poisoned. That's kind of the funky part. Yeah, so we're gonna get on the ship. Like I said, I'm gonna bypass every trainer. Like at this point, I can't risk over leveling Bubba and Ricky, so I'm just gonna go to the very end and go right to the captain. I remember all you do is you go into the captain's room, you like rub his back or whatever, and he throws up, which is gross. And then I assume that's what happens. I don't know. And then you bail. But I know I gotta fight my rival along the way, who I think was Benny, right? Maybe not Benny. I keep wanting to call him Gary because I usually go Gary, but I think I went Benny this time. So we gotta destroy Benny, and then we'll get cut. We'll probably teach, I think Bubba's the only one who can learn cut, which is not great, as it's probably not a very good move for him to know. Assuming we beat this fight, I guess. But if I don't know, he wasn't that hard earlier, so he shouldn't be that hard now. Like, we've barely done anything different, so. As long as I have, like, the right Pokemon out first. Yeah, this will be fine, I think. Pidgeotto looks really stupid from behind, though. Or, like, from the side. Like, it has that, like, 90s, I don't know how to explain the haircut. It's, like, 90s, like, really bad metal music haircut. Like Brad from Home Improvement. If you know who that is at all. Or what Home Improvement is. So, yeah, man. I can't stand, like, Sand Attack is the worst thing in the world. Oh, and my Ricky. He's level 24 too. So I have to be really careful with Ricky as well. Because he might over level and then I'm in trouble there. Because I think I need both Ricky and Bubba for Lieutenant Surge. I don't know, we'll see. He probably has a Charmeleon by now. I think Kadabra has like the worst defense in the world. And I remember the Abra family, like as much as I love that family of Pokemon, I remember them being like pretty much garbage from a toilet when it comes to like defense. And yeah, Charmeleon also no good. He does look like he's wearing like Janko jeans in this, which is fun. He doesn't look like he does anymore at all. He's much like stockier. So anyway, that was easy. That wasn't bad at all. It maybe would have been worse, or it would have been better for me if I ignored the level requirement and fought all the trainers. But in this case, this was kind of our only option, so we'll get cut, we'll teach it to Bulbasaur, and then we'll heal up and head into Lieutenant Surge, and hopefully finish off this with a badge. And then we'll be able to get to, is it Erica next, I think? And she's grass type. So maybe Neil needs to get toughened up a little bit, because I think Bug is super effective against grass in this. I don't know if that's true, actually. I don't remember. Gen 1 is just so weird and different, but we'll see. Also, Ricky's little portrait is like a cow, and it looks nothing like Rattata, so whatever. This puzzle isn't fun. It's just the one, it's just like clicking on trash and hoping you get lucky, and then go to the one next to it and hope that you get lucky with that one too. It's not, I don't think it's very fun, but that's where we're at, so. Oh, there's the little drumstick leg, Fat Pikachu. He just looks happy. He looks so much better than he does now. Dang, he's so good. And again, with the rule where if I level up, I don't consider leveling up in the gym to count. I think that's like fine. And that's just so I can justify breaking my own rule. But I think if you level up in here, it is what it is. I just love that Pikachu. I wish I could just have a team of all Pikachus. Because Raichu's, I think he's a beefy boy in this one too. I think, maybe not. I remember him having like earrings, but maybe that's not the case. He might just have like some funky looking ears. You know what I really like is the Alolan Raichu, like the newer updated version, like the psychic and electric one. I think that one looks really cool, especially if it's shiny, because it's like a little chocolate Easter bunny. And so yeah, I just fast forward to this because it took forever. Like I found one switch and it wasn't next to it. I don't know if there's like a pro strat to this at all, but it says it's going to be right next to it. So I just assumed it'll be like to the right of it. But I already checked that one and it said there was nothing in it, so whatever. Yeah, anyway. Now that that's done, we'll get into the actual gym fight, which I think will be easy. I remember like Raichu has like a Mega Punch or something, maybe? Mega Punch or like Ice Punch, something weird. So I'm a little worried about that. But otherwise, I think we're good. I do think it's kind of strange that he's like a military veteran, like fighting a child. That's whatever. The Pokemon has a lot of that kind of stuff. Screech is not great to be. It's like kind of sucks that I got Screeched right off the bat. Because now my defense is like super, super low. But I still don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. The Voltorb looks okay. I'm really curious about that Raichu. Oh man, all the gym leaders do that, don't they? They like kind of burn a turn using a weird item. Like in this case, that Pikachu totally wasted an X speed. So hopefully he does the same thing on Raichu. Oh man, look at him. He just looks super happy, and like he's a very like jolly looking Pokemon, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, he hits hard. That's not great. So luckily he didn't kill me though. But yeah, he has like a little earring. And he can learn Mega Punch, I think, but he has those little tiny arms, which is even better. So, I don't know. And then like that, and then I lost Ricky, who is like right now Ricky's been like my main dude. Like I spent 2 hours making Ricky good. Oh. And now he's just dead, I guess. I don't know, whatever. At least I didn't die all the way. But it is a bummer. Like I spent so much time getting Ricky big and strong, you know? God. I guess at least I have Neil, who's a Kakuna now, and Sandy. I still have like an okay team. Like they're well-rounded, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like stuff goes from like good to bad so fast. Like that, like Ricky got hit twice, and that was it. And I didn't even think he was like that under-leveled. So I guess we'll just go toss Ricky in the garbage. Or release him into the wild, however you want to phrase it. Just kind of a bummer, you know? Like, I don't know, I always feel like if he does get released, like, I wonder if I'll ever see Ricky again in the wild. I guess you don't. I don't think they have that. So I guess we'll have to grind pretty hard. Get a Neil into a Beedrill, and maybe get a Pidgeot. I'm not quite sure what our level cap is. I can find out real quick. Because I think it's Erica. If my internet would load, I could tell you. I don't know. We'll find out next time. But that was a rough go, and I'll see you guys next time.